So this is Strixhaven best of 3. My previous Strixhaven best of 3 drafts have all been 2-1 and they've all been a pile of shite. But this could be the first time we draft anything good. Well, what do we take here? I mean, Yads is the obvious card. I want to take Hunt for Specimens. I think Hunt for Specimens is probably the right pick. I'm going to take Jadzi because Mythic, why not? But I've barely played with... excuse me, I'm just checking the volumes on. I've barely played with Yadzi, and the times I have played with that, I found it to be pretty crap. Whereas Hunt for Specimens is always good. I guess blue's just a better colour to be in, though. Sure. Okay. Well then. I mean, Opt would be the logical second pick here, but it's so much weaker than these other cards. Good. I can hear myself. I can hear myself think. So I'm not going to take Opt. I think I'll take the Brackish Trudge, a card I really like. Okay, it kind of goes away from Yadzi as the first pick. It makes me wish I'd taken Hunt the Specimens, but you should take the best card first few packs and see where you are. Could always find ourselves in the Quandrix conundrum. Just checking it's actually working. Excuse me, I'm just checking that we actually have a stream with not too many drop frames. This is not the greatest house for streaming, I must say. Unless you're sitting right by the Wi-Fi. Anyway, Burying Books versus Arrogant Poet. I like the idea of an Arrogant Arch rather than an Arrogant Poet. Versus Mage Jewel was a Hunt for Specimens as well. Interesting. Well, I think in situations like this, it's a bit of a tiebreaker. It's best to just ignore the first pick because there's no signs when you're picking a first pick. I think I'll take the Hunt here over the Jewel, the Leyline, the Arch, and the Burying Books. I might be wrong to do so. I don't think I am wrong to do so. Now I get picked past a pick 4 Brackish Trudge, which I'll definitely take. I'd be delighted to do so. Yeah, so you can, there's some Lorwyn? Whatever this is, the blue cards. It's an interesting one. So it's presumably black-green if we're going down this route. It could be black-white. I mean, these are difficult cards to pass, but I really don't want to throw away the 2 Trudges and the Hunt for Specimens. They're just very strong. I'm probably going to take the Inkling Summoning with that in mind. I mean, it does mean we just say goodbye to Yadzi and we could have had another Hunt, but yeah. I feel this is a better chance of getting to be a deck I'm keen to play. Whereas, yeah, even when I've cast Yadzi, I've just found it's really expensive. We pass another expressive iteration. This card's really good. I'm unsure why it's going so late. I think I'll take the Leyline Invocation over the Groff and the Wrangler. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe the Wrangler's the right pick. We definitely want the Cram Session with 2 of these, but the Cram Session goes late and we can definitely pick another one of those up. Maybe the Groff makes more sense. It's one of these two. I know this is more of a green-blue card, but it's just very good. The Wrangler's just okay, isn't it? It's good in draft. Sorry, it's good in sealed. Maybe it is the Wrangler. They're all similar cards. Let's just go for it. Village Rites, that's exactly what I want. Oh, so it's Infused with Vitality. I have to take Infused Vitality here. It's so good. So I do feel we're in the right colour pair. Excuse me, even though we've got a late pop quiz here, we've also got a late Fractal Summoning, which will go well in our board. This is a good start. You got the 2 trudges, and then you just build a deck around them. Could have another hunt for specimens, but I guess that's what happens when you take the best card each pack. Sometimes you, well, in my last draft I barely played any of pack 1. I still had a toilet deck. Infused Vitality is a really good picker, so we're pretty strongly committed to black-green here. That's something I wanted to do. Ooh, Plumbed Forbidden's nice. I'm just need to look at the actual page for my channel, as it's pretty toilet at the moment. That's it. I wanted to put the link to the channel. I suppose if you're watching this on the channel, on the YouTube channel, then you don't need a link, but unfortunate folks everywhere might not have stumbled across it yet.
Cast 5.
Anyway, this is nothing pick. Let's take the campus guide. Best white common. Okay, so we didn't get what I wanted. I can't remember what I wanted there, but it was a card I thought I'd table. Anyway, it's not that big a deal. We have a cram session, that was it. Right, emergent sequence is great. We've got 2 good lessons already. I really want to take the environmental sciences, but I don't think I can first pick it. I think I'll just take the emergent sequence. It's absolutely fine. Let's see where we go from here. Tend the Pest is good. Well, that's not necessarily true. Tend the Pest is going to be shite every time I've played it, so, you know, that was a lie. I love a Scurried Colony. I think I'll take the Rise of Extus here, though. We're low on the old removal front, and Rise of Extus is a great card. Excuse me, I guess there's not much else here. The colony won't come back. Maybe I'll get the Groff. I didn't get the Groff back first time. Excuse me, I'm just trying to make a link here. Ah, interesting. I think an 8 mana win the game June Blast is too good to pass here. Even if we are passing a compulsive research, I mean, there's nothing in our colour we'd take. Aside from this, this is just a great card. Especially with 2 trudges. But no, this card's too good to pass here. I think the Bayou Groff makes more sense here than a Servinier. This card's just a little bit stronger. Excellent. Lash of Malice. I really want one of those village rights, but this figure's good. And environmental sciences, there we go. It's a good time to take it. Excuse me. Ooh, second hunt for specimens is great, but yeah, let's take the unconditional removal. You can't go wrong with that. So our life gain, which I've kind of neglected, does need a bit of work here. I guess we've got 2 infused vitality, that's it at the moment. A second Bayou Groff makes me wish I'd taken. No, I don't wish I'd taken the hunt for specimens over mortality spear. I'm not a mental, but the Groff's fine. Ooh, cram session's exactly what we want. Yeah, Spectre's good, and of course it does have the trigger. But when you're activating that trigger, you've basically won the game anyway. In my experience, whereas cram session's a nice little play. Stuck my tongue out my girlfriend, oddly enough. She's now playing Silly Beggars. Tend the Pest is more of the combo card, as everyone keeps telling me. Yeah, I suppose Tend the Pest with Plumbed Forbidden is quite nice. Let's go with Brackish Trudge. I'm going to try it for once, I think, over the... I don't want too many 3-drops when I've got guaranteed Trudge. Leech Fanatic's good. I like this. Good, yes. Yeah, Dissector's a waste of a card. I played it once, it was terrible. Ooh, Village Rites is good. So basically I want every card this deck to be Hunt for Specimens. Sorry, this pack to be Hunt for Specimens. A couple of 10, not the pest summoning. That would be great. I'd also like an Eye Twitch. But this is a lot better than the decks I usually draft in best of 3. Usually they're Lorehold, Silver Quill aggro with a load of crap 3-drops and hope the opponent's done anything good. Ooh, Tendrils of Agony. Not for me. The third closing statement we've seen. I guess we've got an interesting one here between the Necro Blossom Snarl, which I have 2 of, and the Witherbloom Campus. I think the Campus is just better than the Rare. How odd is it to play in a set where that's the case? Tendrils will probably table. I suppose Tendrils isn't too bad here. It doesn't work with Plum. And the only reason I consider it is because of the Brackish Trudge, but Tendrils is just a worse cram session. I don't think I want a second Rise of Exodus. Maybe I do. Alright, okay, I've convinced myself. I didn't really think about that. Yeah, that's just about good enough. Ooh, and Mage Hunter's Onslaught or a Pest Summoning. With 3... Well, whilst these are learn cards, I don't really count them in the same vein because you don't really get not really the environmental sciences out. Let's go for Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Removal's quite good. So I've been told. I think the Overgrown Arch here over the Disfigure and the Cram Sessions is going to work well for us. Yeah, the life gain is exactly what we want here. I'm glad we took the Wrangler in the end over the Groff. And I would like the big old Pledge Maze, the 5/5. The card's just overperformed me every time I played it. Second Disfigure or a Cram Sesh. Did I take the Pest Summoning? I can't remember. I did not. I found a better card. I think it's got to be the Lash of Malice. I'm hopeful one of the Cram Sessions will come back, and we're already doing okay on life gain. We've got 1, 2, 3, and a repeatable one. I guess that works as well. And that. And that. Okay, let's go for the Lash of Malice. But I want some pests here. I don't really want this. I think I probably will take it over the Giant Growth. I know it's life gain, but I don't really want Combat Trick here. Yeah, I think I'll just rather take this. I don't mind taking another Bayou Groff here over Cram Sesh. There's this thing as diminishing returns as 2 mana game fours. But 5 mana 5/4s also have diminishing returns. I think I'll take the second Overgrown Arch over the Kalok Wrangler. I've been good about my my insistence on picking up the early summonings now. I've only got 3 lessons. I must focus a bit more on getting a lesson now then. Yeah, Cram Session kind of goes down in value a lot thanks to those 2 arches. Let's take Professor's Warning. Probably not going to play it. Is this a 17 land deck? Yes, with 2 6-drop removal cards, it kind of is. And the Trudge is mana intensive as well. And with an 8-drop removal spell, which I forgot about. Ooh, we have the choice. I think I'm going to go for the Campus. The Scry is better than the Untap and Mon Avis. Which is just odd, isn't it? That the common land's better than the rare land. And I don't think we're going to get much back to us here. There's no blood researchers, nothing of that ilk. No shock. That's surprising. Some would say Very surprising. I'll take the Biblioplex Assistant. Or if you watched me yesterday, you'll find it was the card I seem to demonic tutor for the most. Demonic Tutor, Biblioplex Assistant, putting Demonic Tutor back on top. Did I crack it? No, I didn't. Anyway, as predicted, we got nothing back. Which is kind of a bummer. So, is this the Tend the Pest deck? Is this the time? I think it is with a Brackish Trudge. So if that's the case, what are we cutting? We definitely want to play 17 lands here. Maybe we can actually get rid of Cram Session, given we have 2 Archers, Hunt, 2 Rises, and only 3 Lessons. We certainly don't want 3 of those bad boys. Well, we certainly don't want that. So we've got 14, we need 3 lands. It's a pretty even mix. We've got a lot of double black, but that's very late in the game. Probably want... like this. I think so. Now, we didn't get the environmental sciences, which is a bit of a shitter if we have a bad draw with Hunt for Specimens. And one more coot. Maybe the Village Rites? I suppose there's some weird combo there. It's not the Karok, we kind of need a creature of sorts. Maybe it is actually, maybe it's just a Biograph. No, I think it's the Village Rites. We already have a Plumb the Forbidden and a Tend the Pest, so yeah, let's put the Groff back in. Okay. You know what? We have a deck that's not trash. Oh, it's not brilliant, but it's not utterly unplayable, which all of our best of 3 decks are so far. So, incoming incoming 0-2, I would say 0-3, but I wouldn't play the last game. Don't kill my land. Don't kill my land. Eagerest of first years. Tend the Pests. Okay. I don't think we're going to Biograph here off this, or we're certainly not. But there's a world where we have to Plumb the Forbidden, a removal spell. Pilgrim of the Ages, okie dokie. We'll probably just cycle Plumb the Forbidden here. Let's do it pre-combat, see if we can find ourselves a Lash of Malice. It's not quite a Lash of Malice. That's more like it. Mono 5/4. Or Blade Historian. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle here. I think we're gonna have to not block and hope beyond hope to draw a land. Oh, thank God for that. No, it's up to, right? Oh, we do have an environmental sciences. Okay. Okay. So what happens here? So he kills the Groff. He attacks for 5, puts me down to 4. I think I need the sciences. I'm glad I didn't block last turn now. Okay, this worked out. We can take one hit from that. Get a black. And no attack. The 10 the pest is kind of good here. The Prof Sim. Expanded anatomy. Well, hopefully he goes for it here. That's good. So he's going to get the eager first year in as well. Oh no, he's not. Okay. Trudge is interesting. We have to kill this, obviously. And I guess we take the flyers. That's what we're weak to now. Just bastard done. Cheers, Alex. Okay, so if he's got +1/+1, how do we want to block? So we're obviously blocking all three. So I presume he's got +1/+1 to everything. That's the most likely set. So that one... This is the one I care least about. Like this, I think, makes most sense. Enthusiastic study. Maybe I should have swapped these around for enthusiastic study. Yes, yes, Gavlar. We're losing heavily here. Got a good deck though. Okay, so he has got... Oh no, he hasn't got anything? Is that it? Pillar drop rescuer. Okie dokie. Well, that made sense. Okay, well we're finally gonna get some brackish trudge. Tend the pest's value here. Opponent's thinking, what can he have? What can he have? I think red-white's kind of the hardest archetype to draft, but it's like if you play aggro, it feels like you're doing things wrong. Like, well, okay, what's he had? Oh, he's playing aggro cards. His deck just seems like just a... I mean, that card's the reason we're so low on life, and I guess why he's in the deck. The rest of the cards are okay, I guess. But I agree with you, I think it's quite a hard deck to play properly. I certainly haven't mastered it yet at all. It feels more like a control deck, doesn't it? Let's just block as well in case he's got Infuriate. So if he's got Enthusiastic Study, this becomes a 6. something. Feels kind of lame to block there though. So if he's got that, it becomes a 6-3. You know what? I don't want to lose to something random like that. Oh, yeah. 10 the pests. Kind of did some stuff. I find black-white the hardest to draft, incidentally. At least you know what you're doing. Well, maybe not. I was going to say you know what you're doing with red-white, but you're just meant to be slowish. Illustrious Historian. Okay, well, we can beat these cards. It's a good draw. Oh, he's got study break. Okay. Good to know. Study break's brilliant. Which one's the 3/1 flyer? The blue one. Okay, so we study break those two. I don't get my attack. Opponent has a prophecy. We play the Groff. Sacking this lad. Up to 10. And I guess we just play this. Opponent gets in for 2. Oh, we're blocking with... I can't think of an aphorism, but we block. Oh, the Pledge Made. Yeah, whenever I play that card, I find myself waiting for my opponent's pest to not be there. Oh, this is great for us. I just trade with my opponent's pest. I'm begging for a spell. Let's go beat down, boy. Probably has to double block one of these. I've never played the red 1 damage lesson. I mean, no one ever needs to play it against me because they just have a pest which invariably kills my my 3/1. I could learn get environmental sciences just to make sure I don't die. Like, he'll need a lot to kill me here. He needs enthusiastic study and something else. That's the enthusiastic study. And expanded anatomy. No, I can't think of any reason to block here. Pilgrim of the Ages, and that's the game, friends. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, boy. Woohoo! Buddy. Is there anything for 1 mana? Make your mark? I guess we just learn here, there's no point in keeping it, just in case he has something. Oh, I've already played Environmental Sciences, okay. That's for you guys, that was for you. So 1 Professor, lots of aggressive cards, Study Break, 2 Pilgrims. He's got a really good deck. It's going to be hard. Loads of 2/1, so I guess the 2/4 comes in. 3/3 is good, another 3/3 is fine. The 5/4s are good. These are good. What was his removal? Enthusiastic Study, Infuriate. Well, I guess Infuriate's Professor's Warning good against stuff like that. No, Infusive Vitality. I forgot about that. It's just great. Yeah, Tend the Pest is really good for us as well. Kind of gets around Study Break in a weird way. Could consider cutting this. I don't really need it to win. Yeah, I think I will. Like a 5 mana 3/3 on the draw is just bad against him. Yeah, that's good. Davi's asking when the arena open is. Next weekend, my friends. Alex, we've established that you're cheerleading. Gavi, you're playing the arena open, aren't you? You're going to join us all in donating money to the big bad wizard in the sky. Oh, Mirkin back. Okay. Cheers for the cheer gap, by the way. I don't really know what it means. It's probably nice, isn't it? Knowing you. Yeah, well, we got a sideboard card. We've got a good curve. Definitely blocking. He's got Enthusiastic Study. Good for him. He does not. Good for me. Ooh, that's good. Well, he doesn't have Enthusiastic Study, I don't think, or he would have attacked there and used... well, it was a pretty clear play to use it there, so I'm going to assume he doesn't have it. But Lash of Malice is a good draw. Oh, he did have it. Well, I think I blocked the right way anyway. I mean, I did, because that was a perfect block. Opponent has Expanded Anatomy. I assume he's just going to develop the board here. Yeah, Biblioplex Assistant. We can take our time. Obviously, it's very tempting from here. The only thing I'm worried about there is expel. Let's just carry on. I enjoy gaining the life. He's going to play himself a 3-2, I presume. Oh. He's got his 6th land. Yeah, the anatomy. This one's quite good for him here. Opponent's played that well. I think I'll just take the damage. Who wants to go for the enthusiastic study on the 5-4? Be my guest. Yep. Got through 11 damage, but are we going to gain a lot back now? I'm fine playing it like this. Oh, Infused Vitality is nice here. Yeah, Infused Vitality is very nice. Good, good. So we infuse Vitality this. And we just let damage resolve. Lash of Malice here. Pass the turn. I think that worked better than using it to stop the 2 damage there. I mean, we gained a huge amount of life back. He's probably going to have to Annihilation this. And I'll take the card rather than draw myself, get 3 pests. Yeah, that works. And I'm fine just keeping the life gain going here. That's a pretty good draw. Returned Past Caller. Well, that's quite good here. Does he get Enthusiastic Study? Expanded Anatomy, okay. Interesting. I think he's probably got Infuriate here. I'm going to go for Lash of Malice on this and expect it to get countered by Infuriate. I just didn't want him to be able to get the extra damage in with the assistant, because now I'll Rise of Excess it next turn. Excellent, excellent. It's all working very well indeed. So we probably don't want him to get Enthusiastic Study back. We want probably just a Fractal Summoning here. So with that in mind, let's play the land. And pow pow pow! Opponent's going to expanded anatomy, get in for 4. Hopefully he doesn't have Blade Historian, because then we're a little fucked. Like, then we'd be massively fucked, actually, now I think about it. He's got something. That's a good draw. Beaming Defiance, okay. Nice. Enthusiastic Study, no problemo. Opponent's done so much damage to us this game. Does he have a study break? And now's the right time to cast 10 the Pests. Put him to 1. Pay a Bayou Groff. Actually, I just want to be a lethal through study break here. This just makes more sense. So he has the combat prof. Boom! My opponent had a really good red-white deck. We have a really good black-green deck. I suppose black-green's a better colour combination than red-white. Most of the time. So we won! Hurrah! I was about to say that the annoying thing about playing best of 3 again is, oh, I missed the arena hand smooth. I missed that every time I draw a hand. It's just like, don't worry about a mulligan, mate. This is okay. Black. Black again. Not bad. There's no point at letting him just go off. And I'm not playing a Bayou Groff here when I can hunt for specimens and play it next turn. Spectre of the Fens. Well, that's going to get killed at some point. Let's hunt. Environmental Sciences. Groff. Look, turn 4 Bayou Groff. Basically cheating. I don't think I'd have made that play without the Environmental Sciences. That's a bit of an annoying one. It's not bad. At this point, we're just going to go for it, gain the life. I know he's going to get the counters on the Spectre of the Fens, but next turn that will die a death. And we're in a good spot here. think opponent's hand's empty if he was considering upkeep scry. It's a good draw. How greedy am I? The answer is very. So he's going to drain me for 2 here, or scry. I think scry probably makes more sense. I think that's got a land in hand if he was doing upkeep stops. Okie dokie. So he's got God's Willing. Let's just go with the mana efficient play. Let's put the counter on the Karok. Okay. We don't. Should have targeted. Should have targeted. We don't get anything. Yeah, definitely should have targeted. Okay, well, I'll remind myself next time I don't want to get a spell from my graveyard. Agonize Remorse. I guess that's not too big a deal. He gets a removal spell here, but our board's pretty big. And I do think he should have taken the Trudge the more I think about that, actually. We completely threw this though, not targeting the Ink Caster, okie dokie. Obviously will be good. There's no point throwing away the Karok here. But yeah, on not targeting with the Rise of Excess, not targeting our own sorcery was pretty bad here. Do we want the big fractal summoning? I don't think so. I think we have plenty to win the game on the board. Our opponent's just flooded out completely here. There's no point playing around Go Blank. Could have kept it in, then I couldn't have learnt. Now he's probably going to concede here. Not quite a concession, is it? So if I sack this, I get Inkling or Fractal, neither of which are good enough. I presume he's just going to have to... Ooh, he goes to 1. Okay. You know what, I respect that. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lands out of how many? That was very unlucky. So we've seen Agonizing Remorse, good cards, removal counter, I need to bear that in mind, just some 2-drops. So some 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. Alright, so maybe I should just be instinctively playing this Karok, because it always seems to come in. The Wrangler was okay there. I still think it might be the card that goes. Maybe another Bayou Groff. It's going to be a bit slow. I'd rather have a 2-4 than a 5 mana 5/4. What was his removal? Trying to work out whether I want Professor's Warning. Probably not with 2 infused vitalities. Okay, this might work. Opponent did mulligan as well. Which is a mistake I won't make with my do nothing hand. 2 drop, 2 drop. Not you, me. Opponent seemed very good, by the way, that game. Oh, okay. Is he missing his land drops? Well, it's not a problem I'm having. Agonizing Remorse? Oh, Leech Fanatic, I see. Really? Let's do it before he has one of his spells up to counter it. Oh, I'm a fool, I'm a fool. Thought it was more likely that I get blown out with him having 5 spells in hand. Wow. That's pretty weird. I suppose he did the same last game. People don't rummage enough. I guess that's good enough, sort of. It's only better than a random card. So Screw versus Flood. Unfortunately, Screw usually wins this one. And he's got a land. Oh no, he's got this guy. Righto. Oh my giddy aunt. Well, that's the end of the game. Slightly tilting. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll tell you what, I do have the Wrath he doesn't know about. 10 the Pests. Yeah, that works here. I mean, it's not going to do much, but it keeps me alive. Yeah, we need the Wrath here. We can't scry an upkeep. So you're going to take 4. He's got Lash and Malice, yeah. Like I said, opponent's good. He knew how to play around that. But I was never going to win that one. So all the 2/2 flyers, loads of flyers, some 2/3s. I guess we just have to hope we don't draw 10 lands again. So if I'm on the play, do I want the Groff more so? Just doesn't seem to have much removal despite being black-white. He still hasn't seen my Wrath. Or felt my Wrath. No. Let's run it like this. I think if the dissector is a... No, I don't really think we're going to have that much trouble winning a late game. It's just getting to the late game. So, he flooded out majorly, I flooded out majorly. Will we get a game? I mean, it's a better hand. I wouldn't say it's that much better. I certainly spaffed off last game by casting... I'd have lost anyway, but the Mortality Spear didn't help me. This is reminding me of something. There we go. Let's just take the flyer. Yeah. I think I'd rather just play a Groff here. I think he'd block, otherwise I'd attack. I think that's a pretty clear block. But this works out well for me. Like, he knows, he can be quite sure I've got Infused with Vitality, but still got to play, still got to find a way of beating it. Spiteful Squad, right, oh. That's a good way of beating it. So I've got a fractal summoning I can get. I don't mind just gaining 1 life every turn though. Okay. I'm fine with this trade. I can outrace this. We have 2 Rise of Extus. Worth drawing. We have the Creature Wrath. We've got a lot of outs here. All our creatures are resistant to removal. Well, unless he's got Rise of Extus. Okay. It's pretty tilting. And probably attack here as well. Yeah, it's not really going to get much better, is it? I get 5/5. I have no way to deal with a 5/5. I can just rise. I can just lash that. This fucking Spiteful Squad has been the bane of my existence. Never mind. Oh dear, well, opponent's deck's ridiculous. That is an unfortunate set of circumstances. How do I win this? I have to draw the Wrath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I keep gaining life. Yeah, I have to draw the Wrath. That's the only way I'm going to win. fine. So step one is I need me an environmental scientist to draw me the last land. Step two is discard a lash of malice and draw towards the wrath. I don't think I can win any other way here. Eager first year, yeah, doesn't really do anything. So I need to keep this 5-4 in play because I need to win quickly. I think we're learning discarding. Okay, so we're infused vitality here. I almost sacked it in response to my own thing there. No, on my hand, I want to discard that. Oh look, we drew the wrath. Nice. So I guess I just want to learn here as well. I can't believe that actually worked. You have got to be somewhat tilted if you're my opponent there. You've got to be. I can't believe that worked. But inside my heart is pounding 8 to the dozen. I suppose the opponent doesn't know that I just drew the wrath. He probably thinks I had it the whole time. No, I was lucky. I did draw to it, I must say. So he can play this 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's going for the double block. Opponent was very good, and opponent was very unlucky. I suppose the only criticism... I was going to say he deployed all his resources and he was dead to a wrath, but I got lucky. Let's not go too far into this. But, hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, the value of drawing to your limited outs. You don't always have to learn. And sometimes rummage. Woohoo! Hey, prankster, I see you there in the chat. How you doing? Anyway, Moist Towelette's the final boss, as is always the case with my life. And as is often the case in best of 3, sorry, the mulligan is quick to come. Let's send back a Biograph here. I think we probably want to hold on to our Plumb the Forbidden here. Yeah. passed Onyx earlier. So I don't really know the story. Oh, sorry, confront the past on. Oh, wait, you actually did. I thought you were talking about some other magic story. Okay. Well, so you actually did the dream, as it was, of using that card. I've never seen that card do anything ever, apart from sitting in a sideboard going, oh, this would be good if it was something else. That is living the dream, my friend. Did you get to draw your one outer against the guy who had so much going on? That's taught when you do. Quandrix Pledge Mage, okay. I guess we need 2 more lands. Or 1 more land in hand, 2 more in play, and then we're off to the races. From in blue-red, of course, is unlike white-black, we just spell, creature. Is he going to heated debate here? Yes, he is. Okay. I'm going to struggle to stay alive, especially if this is Pigment Storm. Yeah, that's pretty much the worst possible thing to happen. Mortality Spear is a good draw. It means I can plumb the Forbidden here. But I think we're just going to die to Creative Outburst or something here. Maybe not. Right, plumb the Forbidden. Oh, Rise of Extus is useful. I guess we have to get that. I think the Sciences makes more sense here. Guarantees the Wrath, it means he needs 2 successive spells to kill me, which he won't have. And it means I can get my Trudge back. Trudgy! Does mean I die to Pigment Storm, however. Good time for him to draw his dragon. Eight mana, kill 2, not bad. Yeah, you're completely right about the Wrath. It's even when all is lost, like in that game where everything just feels disastrous, you always have an out. This game, I mean, he's got something here, right? Snow Day? Heated Debate? No, it's Heated Debate then. Opponent's deck looks very good again. Explosive Welcome. Okay. So I was right in my assumptions that I'd be dead soon. Yeah, Expressive Iteration will probably do it. Maybe not. Why wait? Bit of a dickhead move. Okay, so he was definitely in our pool because I opened the Electrolytes. So he's got a pretty nutty deck. There's a lot of direct damage. I think we can bring in Professor's Warning. And Village Rights and Tends the Pest already counters. Infuse the Vitality kind of doesn't counter his thing. Maybe we don't want this. What's he got? He's got 2/2s for days, so we want our 2 these. The Wranglers, yes, I'd rather have Professor's Warming than the Wrangler, I think. No, maybe I wouldn't. It's just a bit lame dying when you've got combat tricks in hand. Okay, this is fine. I mean, we did just get incredibly lucky to get here, so I can kind of understand taking basically paying back my dues in luck. I'd just like to keep a 7, sorry. I did keep a 7. Good lord, it's a good 7 as well. Thanks for giving away my hand. Please block. Nope, never mind. One time no dragon. Bespectacled mage. Let's get my kill on. Ooh, that's never bad. Let's get the kill. Well, the going's good. We can also hunt for specimens and get a big fractal summoning, which is probably what we want. No, I think we're going to want the Inkling summoning here. The iteration, right, Eozy. It means I'll get in a hit this turn for sure. Does he have Electrolyze? Yes, he does. Just as bad. So let's go. Let's just pay for it. We have enough ways of getting back the Trudge without forcing the issue. Next turn I'll just attack with both if he plays the 5/5, the 4/4, sorry. We need some Rise of Extruses. How are we doing on cards? He's up 1, 2. Yeah, he's up 2, but I have a Trudge in the graveyard. Looks like he's considering killing the 5/4. This deck performing a lot worse than I thought it would do. I know I'm 2-0, but the games have not, like, I shouldn't be 2. I got very lucky to win the last round. I've been given the raw sausage here. Assume he'll block the 5/4. No mystery here. Oh, he's got nothing. That's good news. Wait, what? It's dedication, but I have a lot of ways of getting the life. Oh, come on, please bury in books that. Okay, this is good for me. I feel a lot more confident now. I have to play the land, don't I? Cool. Fingers crossed the Trudge can slowly take over here. The only issue, of course, being he's on 17 mana. Yeah, let's see. Looks like the Trudge will not be taking over the game. Explosive welcome. 5-3. Oh, yeah. That's better than I thought. Send the boys. Oh yeah, sure, send them. Let's go past block. So assume he's got another elemental masterpiece here. I think this is what I want to do. I might have to, if he has got one, I'll probably have to keep the Trudge back now. Yeah, he does. Opponent's deck's pretty nutty. Zethomas, why don't you fuck off, you little bellend? Do not hawk your followers here. I shall report you to Twitch because you're a bellend. What's happened? Crackle with power. Sure. Okay. Well, that was the... I thought I had the Nut Prismari deck a while ago, but that was the Nut Prismari deck. That was the... You don't beat that one. I'm surprised I got to the final. I luckily got there, but yeah, it was a kick in the teeth. Kick in the teeth, but we'll recover. We'll be back. Thanks for watching. And fingers crossed, we won't lose the Nut Prismari deck next time. Hopefully, anyway.